Alright guys, welcome back to the channel once again, and today we're going to be talking about the hoisting in JavaScript. So recently I just discussing with few people. I got to know like most of the people doesn't know about that one and how it works and what is the execution context called, a lexical environment or events to event loop, event stack. These are the things. So I thought like let's make a video on that. So let's get started. Let's see how it works and what is the meaning of this one. And it's pretty simple, straightforward, just a few things get to know, and then you would be able to understand how the hoisting works. Okay, so let me just open the console log over here. Okay, and open it sideways over here. Okay, so this is my JavaScript file over here, and this is a console log. So let's discuss about what exactly means of the hoisting. So hoisting means defining a variable or initializing a variable on the top of the JavaScript file. Okay, and if you are initializing variable which is not hoisted on the top of scheme, so make sure you are using the data type which is gonna hoist your variable at the top of your file. So that's called var. Mostly if you assign any variable with a var, so it will automatically hoist the variable at the top of your JavaScript. But if you are using const or let, it isn't going to work that. And same thing work with the function as well. Like if you are using the function keyword for assigning the function or making the function, so it's going to be automatically assigned at the top of the JavaScript file, and you can read it, like access it wherever you want to. But if you are using the arrow function and if you are trying to access those variables, so if you are assigning a variable, like if you are assigning a function with the var, so you would be able to access like initialization of that variable name, but you can't access the function before that. So we're going to be looking at all of these things and how it works. Okay, so let's see. So let's suppose if I assign a variable with a const, okay, and try to access it, so you're always going to see the reference error over there. Okay, so you see I'm receiving the reference error over here, cannot access a before initialization. And same thing if I change the data type to var, so you see I'm receiving the undefined value over here. Why is that so? Because var is hoisting my variable at the top of the JavaScript, but it's not assigning the value into that one. The value is getting assigned later, like when you are assigning it. Okay, but it will define the variable at the top with the undefined value, but after that if I read it, so I'm going to be getting the value at that point. So if I try to access it, so you see I'm receiving the value. And same thing works with a function as well, because function can be readable anywhere. So if you're just making a function like this way, and if you're just typing it like console.log like this way and just enter anything, so and just try to access it over here, access it, so you see I'm receiving the value over here. And this function can be accessible anywhere, whether you are just reading it, accessing it before that, like before the initialization, or after the initialization. It's going to be accessible anywhere. And same thing if you're trying with the arrow functions, so it is going to work out. So if I try like const d equals to something like this way, and console log and blah blah blah, and try to access it, so it's gonna throw you the error, d is not a function. Okay, cannot access d before initialization because it's assigned by const. Okay, and it won't be accessible because the arrow functions are kind of initializing the variable, like initializing a function inside the variable, so that's why it's not accessible. And same thing if I assign with the var, so you're gonna be, it will throw you the error, it's not a function. See, d is not the function because it has undefined value over there. So if I try to do console.log d inside of it, so you see it's undefined value. Why is that so? Because your var is assigning this variable at the top of the JavaScript file because it's hoisted, but the value inside of this variable, so your function is the value inside this variable. Okay, so it's not hoisted over here. And if I try to access the value of it, so if I try to type it over here like this way, d, so you're gonna see the function as a value over here. Let me just comment it out. Just breaking the script. Okay, just comment this out. So you see over here it's coming as a value. So this part is your variable value, like this d variable value. Okay, like this way we have assigned over here. So whether you can assign the string or whether you can assign a function, it's gonna be value for that. So arrow function, how it works. And for this normal functions, so you are getting this keyword as well with this one, like this. It could be like global over here, not the global, we can say it could be inside the window at the client side. So this is how your hoisting works in the JavaScript, and it's pretty simple. Just keep in mind whenever you are just giving the interview or someone is asking you about this one, so just say assigning a variable at the top of the JavaScript file is called hoisting, or defining a variable at the top of the JavaScript file. So whether you can use the var keyword for hoisting the variable, or whether you can just typically assign in the function and it's going to be hoisted over there, so you can return it into a function and function can return that value to you. So straightforward, easy peasy. So that's how it works. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you for watching, and let me know if you have more doubt into this one. So we're going to be discussing more about it, and in the upcoming videos I'm going to be making some more advanced JavaScript topics, which call execution context, event loop, or lexical environments, and all of these. So we're going to be discussing over there, and we're going to be looking at how it works. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.